I hope you have a good time. I hope you have a good time. You're welcome. You're welcome. It was a pleasure to meet you. It was a pleasure to meet you. Have a safe flight. Have a safe flight. I'm glad you called. I'm glad you called. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's one of my dreams. It's one of my dreams. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's worth it. It's worth it. Thank you for your offer. Thank you for your offer. That sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. I can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to see you again. I will see you soon. I will see you soon. For a long time. For a long time. Reach. Reach. Park. Park. Luggage. Luggage. Fair. Fair. Someday. Someday. Tip. Tip. Disappear. Disappear. Notice. Notice. Realize. Realize. ID card. ID card. Gas station. Gas station. Drop off. Drop off. Wonder. Wonder. Owner. Owner. Decide to. Decide to. Honest. Honest. Careless. Careless. Afford. Afford. Book a ticket. Book a ticket. And besides. And besides. Check in. Check in. Board a plane. Check in. Wallet. Wallet. Wave at. Wave at. Get in a car. Get in a car. Enjoy. Enjoy. The lost wallet. Omar was a young man who liked to help people. He lived in a big city and worked as a taxi driver. He enjoyed meeting new people and hearing their stories. One day, he was driving his taxi when he saw a woman waving at him. He stopped and opened the door for her. She got in and said, "Hello, I'm Sarah. I need to go to the airport, please." Omar said, "Hello, Sarah. I'm Omar. Sure, I can take you to the airport. Where are you going?" Sarah said, "I'm going to visit my family in another country. I haven't seen them for a long time and I miss them a lot." Omar said, "That's nice. I hope you have a good time with them. How long are you staying there?" Sarah said, "I'm staying for 2 weeks. I have a lot of things to do and see there. I'm very excited." Omar said, "I'm happy for you. I'm sure you will enjoy your trip." They continued talking until they reached the airport. Omar parked his taxi and helped Sarah with her luggage. Sarah thanked him and paid him the fare. She gave him a generous tip and said, "You are very kind and friendly, Omar. Thank you for your service." Omar said, "You're welcome, Sarah." It was a pleasure to meet you. Have a safe flight and a wonderful time with your family. Sarah smiled and said, "Thank you, Omar. Maybe we will meet again someday. Goodbye." She took her luggage and walked towards the terminal. Omar waved at her and watched her until she disappeared from his sight. He got back in his taxi and drove away. He felt happy that he had met a nice person and helped her. He didn't notice that Sarah had left her wallet on the back seat of his taxi. He only realized it when he stopped at a gas station and checked his car. He saw the wallet and opened it. He saw some money, a credit card, and an ID card inside. He looked at the ID card and saw the name and photo of the owner. It was Sarah, the woman he had just dropped off at the airport. He was shocked and worried. He wondered what he should do with the wallet. Should he keep it or return it? He decided to be honest and return the wallet to Sarah. He searched for her phone number on his phone and found it in his call history. He called her and hoped that she would answer. She answered and said, "Hello, who is this?" He said, "Hello, Sarah. This is Omar, the taxi driver who took you to the airport." She said, "Oh, hello, Omar. I'm glad you called. Is everything okay?" He said, "Well, actually, I have some bad news and some good news for you. The bad news is that you left your wallet in my taxi. The good news is that I have it and I want to return it to you." She said, "Oh, no. I can't believe I was so careless. Thank you so much for telling me and for keeping my wallet safe. How can I get it back from you?" He said, "Don't worry, Sarah. It's not your fault. It can happen to anyone. I have an idea. Where are you flying to?" She said, "I'm flying to Paris, France." "Why do you ask?" He said, "Well, I have always wanted to visit Paris. It's one of my dreams. Maybe I can use the money I earned from driving you and buy a ticket to Paris too. Then I can give you your wallet in person and maybe we can spend some time together in the city of love." She said, "Wow, Omar. That's a very sweet and romantic idea. I would love that. But are you sure you can afford it? It's not cheap to fly to Paris." He said, "Don't worry about that, Sarah. I have saved some money for a special occasion like this. And besides, you gave me a generous tip that will help me a lot. I think it's worth it to see you again and to visit Paris with you." She said, "You are very kind and generous, Omar. Thank you for your offer. I accept it with pleasure. When are you going to book your ticket?" He said, "I'm going to book it right now." "What time is your flight?" She said, "My flight is at 10 p.m. I have to check in at 8 p.m. He said, "Okay, then I will book a flight that leaves at 9 p.m. That way, I can meet you at the airport and give you your wallet before you board the plane. And then we can board the same plane and fly to Paris together." She said, "That sounds perfect, Omar. I can't wait to see you again and to explore Paris with you. You have made my day." He said, "You have made my day too, Sarah. You are a wonderful person and I'm lucky to have met you. I will see you soon at the airport. Goodbye for now." They hung up and smiled. They felt happy and hopeful.